Hello, collective. I am Juanica, also known as Miss Astrology, and this is Tarot Talk. As you can see, today we will study the Magician. I chose this card today because I do believe that we need a reminder right now. Today is a Scorpio new moon, and a lot of us are going really deep into what this moon is inviting in and the transformations and the disruptions that actually we are experiencing in our life. And some things are dying away and some new things are asking to be rebirthed, and there's a transformation that's happening. And so this card is simply a reminder of the ability within all of us, of the magic within all of us. So I thought it extremely important to break down the Magician. So as you can see here on this side, this is the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And again, I tell you guys this all the time. As you begin to study tarot, this is absolutely the deck that you want to start with. This is what tarot is based off of. And of course, on this side, we have my personal deck that I tend to use with all of my readings, which is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And anybody that doesn't know, now you do. This card right here is absolutely the reason that I chose this deck. This card looks like my youngest daughter to me, and I absolutely think she's a magician. Okay, let's start by looking at the Magician being the number one card. The 0 is the Fool. And so the Fool is the indication of the new journeys and new beginnings. And this number one card is really the message and the reminder that everything that we need for this new journey is within us. This is a 1, so this is absolutely about individuality, personal magic, personal strength, personal ability. And if we just go ahead and look, first, the Magician is wearing white, a white gown. White represents spirituality, being in tune spiritually, intuitively, emotionally. And this is the foundation of the Magician, the foundation of intuitively. You know you have everything in you to make this trip that the Fool is starting on. And so intuitively, spirit is with you. You are guided. You are protected. You are intuitively led. And then if you look at the cloak that is on top, this is red. In the tarot, red is going to represent material gain, material wealth, having things. And that also shows up in all the abundance, all of the flowers that are around this card. This is a representation of abundance, of growth, of prosperity, of just absolutely having it all. The colors, these being roses on this side, are really an indication of self-love, tapping into self-love, tapping into self-power with the number 1s on top. That represents individuality. Then we see these infinity symbols on top. This is really just the ability to tap into that higher knowing, tap into that higher knowledge and awareness, and even your higher self. If you look in this hand, this is that double-edged sword or that double-pointed wand in the Magician's right hand, and this being up in this manner. And then if you look here with these fingers pointing down, this is the Magician saying, as above, so below. And this is tapping into the higher self to bring it here on earth. This is what this message is from the Magician. Then also you see we have the cup, the pentacle, the sword, the wand. We have all of those things here right next to the Magician. This is really just an indication that you absolutely have everything that you need within you. You have access to everything, the intuition, the resources, the excitement, the information, because the cups are the intuition, the emotional part of it, right? The pentacle is the earth signs, the resources, the money, the stability. This is a wand, which represents our passion, our fire, our excitement. And then, of course, the swords, information, intellect, communication. The Magician has all of that easily available. And so it's like, look, it's like literally on a table right here in front of you. Like, this is right there in front of you. You have all that you need in order to go forward on this journey of transformation, on this journey of rediscovery. And you have all the guidance. You will be blessed along the way. The Magician is also able to truly manifest. This is absolutely a time to tap into that deeper manifestation, that deeper knowing of that you got this and that you can make this happen, and that you are able to be guided by spirit and not only just be guided, it's like intuitively, because of this white, all this white that it's around, intuitively you are on track. Emotionally, you know this. And guess what? You also know that by moving intuitively, by moving from this higher knowledge, as above, so below, that you will be protected, or that you will also gain materially, or gain the things that we need here in this physical realm in order to really prosper. I know people try to make it seem like, oh, it's not about money. We're not saying this life is about money, but money is a tool, and you need that tool in your tool belt to make it here on earth. And so the magician is saying you can have all of those things. You have access to all of those things. Tap into your higher self and bring that to this earth realm that we are in at this time. You have all the information to really establish a life full of abundance, prosperity, growth, expansion, joy. You tap into this higher knowledge, tap into this infinite knowing, tap into those people that are around you. We are all connected. I feel like the infinity symbol is another example of us being all fully connected, and just tapping into others, tapping into God, tapping into yourself to really tap into all of your resources so that you can have a life full of abundance. And so as above, so below. We all, so many of us believe that, later, as I progress, as I get going, I'll be happy, I'll have it all. And no, you have access to it all right now. You can make it happen in your life right now. So I highly encourage each of you to tap into the magic that is within you. Tap into the magic that you have access to. See the beauty, the love, the abundance, the prosperity all around you. Know that you too have access to all of that. This is not just for people that have material money or people that come from a certain background or have a certain level of education. That's not necessary. We all have a magician within us. And during this time of Scorpio season, this is the best time to tap into our magical, intuitive, fully prosperous energy. For some of us, it's really deep. This is Scorpio. So this is really deep energy. We may have to really transform in order to tap into that. We may have to really walk away from some things, some mindsets, some ways of thinking in order to get to this place of really operating in magic, operating in our infinite knowledge, tapping into all of the resources that are around us. And so I encourage us all to do that, remembering that the cup is saying intuitively, you are on the right track. You have the resources, you have the abilities, you have the information, and you have the passion. Just go for it. You are spiritually being led, and financially you will find a protection, and abundance is all around you, and even more to come. Don't be afraid. Let some things go so that some new things can be brought into your life. Transformation is here. Happy Scorpio new moon. And I hope this makes sense for the magician and that you tap into your own magic as well. And Ori wants to say hi, you guys.